Ranjini Sivaswamy, and I'm here with one question for Dr. Nikita Hari. Nikita is someone who's broken all sorts of ceilings. Coming from a small town in Kerala called Vadagara, she made it to the list of top 50 women in engineering in the UK. She's a gold medalist in her engineering, PhD from Cambridge, and postdoctoral fellow from Oxford. And she founded 2 startups. One of them wants to transform slums into Silicon Valleys. Many of us underplay our ambitions and maybe even think that it's not being humble if you're ambitious. But look at what Nikita has been able to achieve. Nikita, your extraordinary journey and your courage makes me ask, how do we become unapologetically ambitious?
Well, I don't have ambitions to become the Prime Minister of the country, but I don't see anything wrong in having such a lofty goal. I agree that it is definitely not an easy attitude to have developed or sustain, considering the age-old taboo surrounding this rather sensitive and judgmental word ambition, especially when it comes to females in marginalized social groups. Though I was highly aspirational right from my school days, I started being unapologetic about my ambitions around my mid-20s. This was when I started questioning the identity barriers that limited me, the identities of coming from a small town, of being a woman, social conventions surrounding my background, etc. Many times I've had to compromise my aspirations because of these societal and cultural constraints. After a certain point, I felt miserable of having my self-worth tied down to someone else's meaning and definition of life. That's when I decided not to allow someone else to dictate the terms of my life, not to be intimidated by disapproval and judgment. So the first thing to do is to understand oneself. Reflect on what you want from life, what makes you satisfied and content at the end of the day. Knowing and acknowledging the heights of my ambition to myself was the first step in breaking the conventional barriers surrounding my expected journey, predefined and bottled by societal norms. Once that was clear, I started making a plan to reset my life. Standing on my feet and taking those first baby steps gave me the courage to pursue my dreams. There were a lot of setbacks and failures, but my determination to never give up and resilience to bounce back provided me with a conviction in my beliefs. I started becoming sure of my capabilities as well as my limitations. And most importantly, it was becoming clear of what I was willing to give up for converting my passion into a purpose. Breaking free of conventions, setting goals, understanding the risks, giving myself exposure via immersing myself in books and networking with people opened up my world. An awareness that yours is not the only way of seeing the world is absolutely crucial. And these things helped me find where to place myself. So for me, the core of my courage comes from defining self and identity, independent of societal approval, knowing myself, acknowledging my eccentricities, accepting me for who I am and taking responsibility for my actions. These were key. Being ambitious is political. Whatever be your social, economic, religious, physical, and gender barriers, never let anyone limit or set the heights of your ambition. You own it with courage and with pride. Be as ambitious as you want to be, as much as you can be, and be it unapologetically.